Hello and welcome. This is Gigi Lee, and this will be a mid-month September 2019 for my Scorpios. Hey, my Scorpios. Hello. How you doing? I want to apologize for my lateness, although I think you were one of the 3 signs that I was able to upload for September monthly. But the others, for some reason, my software did not allow me to do that. So I have to redo them again. I'm coming back with your mid-month September. I trust that you will enjoy it. I want you to know that before recording your reading, I always meditate and I ask Spirit for guidance. Okay. Also, if you'd like to book me for a tarot reading, the information is below the video. This is for Sun, Venus, Ascendant, whatever planet prominent that you relate to. I recommend that you listen to this video. And now let's see what Spirit has to say for my Scorpios for mid-September 2019. We have the 8 of Rods in the reverse, 3 of Cups, the High Priestess, the Knight of Swords, the 8 of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. Ooh, I like that. I mean, some of my Scorpios, for Scorpios, it's very hard to let go, okay? Let go of things that they love or you know, things they would like to happen. Here with the 8 of Rods, I feel like there's a love situation that you're done with, right? The King of Swords here is in the right position. Maybe you have someone said something to you, or someone is kind of like being detached towards you. It's in regards to love, okay? Maybe you try to really connect with someone, communicate with someone, and for some reason the King of Swords, that could be a Gemini, it could be a Libra, an Aquarius, is just kind of on his guard, right? I feel that maybe this is not over, right? It's still, the energy of love is still around you, right? Even with the Ace of Cups in reverse, regardless of what you think, right? The High Priestess represents you. So I mean, someone who's highly spiritual, is Ace of Cups in reverse. But in this situation, I think that you'll be the one moving on. I think some of my Scorpios have been holding on to something, some situation for like the beginning of the year. You're finally, which is very good, able to let that go and feeling more detached. The King of Swords could be you. Maybe you're the one who's putting a stop into, you know, the arrows of love, into someone projecting themselves or projecting an idea, an illusion of love, okay? It could go other way. Maybe it's my cross watchers that you're feeling that the Scorpios are putting their guards up. The King of Swords is here. A lot of energy in your 12th house, right? You have Venus in Libras right now, right? So there's a lot of hidden, you know, stories, affairs with that Venus in Libra here. Maybe you have tried to really discuss this with someone, or someone is trying to approach you. But I feel like this, in any event, if it's not you putting your guard up, someone has their guard up around you. And I feel that that person is just looking at the past, maybe you haven't, you know, communicated with them, or you haven't kept some line of communication or open mind with them, and then now they're meeting your wall, right? Okay, because the 12th house is the house, the last placement before the, you know, it's actually, it represents ending, okay? So Venus, your 7th lord, which is the relationship, is in the 12th house. Actually, Venus does really well in the 12th house, right? But it still goes to the bucket of loss. So there's some feelings that's going to be lost. So here, there is some indication of an ending here, right? Where it could be, like I said, it could be someone who's like kind of harsh, okay? The King of Swords doesn't really mend their words. They're kind of very direct, okay? But let me clarify the King of Swords. What's his problem, okay? Clarify the King of Swords, 7 of Pentacles in reverse, 3 of Rods. Someone feel that you're not putting any work. Someone feel that there's some people, they really need a lot of attention, okay? Someone feel that you haven't put the work, so they're turning their back, okay? 7 of Pentacles about, you know, putting some seeds in a relationship. Someone feel that they haven't done the work, and that you have actually shown a lack of interest. It could be vice versa, right? It could be someone who's not showing you an interest, or someone who's really hasn't put any investment in haven't invested in your time or invested in getting to know you. Knight of Rods in the reverse, I think it's going to be a release. I think you're ready to release that situation, my Scorpios. Because there's different offers coming in. You're walking towards an offer here, but be careful. I'm looking at the Ace of Cups, right? After the Eight of Cups is the Knight of Cups, but it's looking at the Ace of Cups. Now, you don't want to do that game, that never-ending cycle where you're just, you're not getting what you want, and then it's change of event happen, and you're the one who's not giving, right? Because I do see that circle happening with you're just like someone around you is hurt. Okay, and I do feel that King of Swords here is hurt, because in the back of him he's hiding the Eight of Cups, where he wants to leave it all behind, right? He wants to leave you behind, and it's just be mindful, because sometimes the King of Swords, like, they're so hurt. Those are the people that look very cold and detached. They're so hurt, they can't express their feelings, that it turns to hate. Okay, it turns to distaste and resentment. Okay, so I don't really feel that it's your situation, my Scorpios, but when you move on, Scorpios are the best at ignoring people. They're just ignoring you. It comes very easy for them, right? They'll just move on and ignore you. That could hurt someone, and I feel that King of Swords here hasn't really, first of all, I think he hasn't put up any work, right? But he feels there's something like a feeling of rejection, right? Where you haven't looked their way, or you're not looking for them, right? There's some, but there's some release there, okay? There's some detachment, which I think it's good. Let me clarify the Eight of Rods here. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Actually, you know what, my Scorpios? You're being relieved. So whatever, because I find that this year has been very, very heavy in relationship for Scorpios. All the deceptions, the lies, the hidden agendas, the two faces, the mask that you were dealing with, enemies everywhere, and one is done, another one on the scene, like dealing with that. Now you became very cold. But with the Three of Cups in the right position, the only thing is you're looking good, because you have support. Yeah, you have a lot of energy in your 11th house. Sun in Virgos. Virgos is your friend. Virgos like Scorpio. You have Sun in Virgos. We have also Mars. Your ruler is in your 11th house. So you have supportive friends, supportive energy. You're mingling right now. You're doing activities. You're creating new relationships. Other people are looking at you. That could create some jealousy as well. They look at you as you're just, into a whole different path. You're feeling happy, and also your spirituality is increasing. Okay, you have this really gift of clarity where you can see people for who they are. Let me clarify here again, the King of Swords. But let me clarify with a different deck and see what this deck will say. All the information that I'm using, I should say, all the deck information that I'm using is below the video. Okay, so let me clarify the King of Swords here. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse. Ooh, someone is mad at you. There's some past lover, someone who has some secret interest in you, is not happy with you, my Scorpios. They are feeling abandoned, rejected. See, that's the detached look of Scorpios. When Scorpios are not really happy, okay? Maybe that person was looking for attention and you were not giving them, right? Because you moved on. You moved on from them. Maybe at the beginning they were not, they were playing some games, right? Head games. Sometimes the King of Swords is really good at playing head games, but now they're coming out not getting what they want, right? They're not happy. The Magician here in the reverse, and the Temperance, the Hermit. See, here, my Scorpios, you're entering a phase in your 12th house. 12th house is also the house of self-undoing, right? Although you're being released from that, you don't want to be careless still with people's feeling, right? I'm saying that, it takes two. So your behavior is your behavior. If you're just being happy and content with being with your network of people, and then someone else is hitting on you, you can't do anything about that, right? But if you are, purposely just withholding affection or withholding something that that you could give, freely, just be kind, then I would recommend to do that. Okay, the Hermit in reverse is you really not spending too much time in looking into people's thoughts or people's feelings right now. Okay, you're busy with your own goals and ambition. Okay, and very, very busy. The Temperance is asking you to find a balance. It's very hard with the 12th house in Libra, finding a balance, right? Mind of your health, right? If you're working too much, just trying to find a balance. Even if you're getting really busy right now with your friend and circle, you're having a lot of fun, make sure that you're eating right. Make sure that you have time to do the things that you need to do, exercise to keep you balanced. It's very important because it's coming out in this reading. Okay, and now I'm just going to continue with the Three of Cups here in the present situation, looking at the Ace of Cups, because there's some ending in your relationships. I think you're changing circle altogether, right? You're changing circle. If the first part of the year, I would say it's the most part of the year, because this is the last quarter we're entering, the most part of the year you have been like single out or lonely, maybe not lonely, because see, that's the thing with Scorpio, people don't understand, but the 12th house, which is the house of isolation, is Libra. It's controlled by Venus. My Scorpios, they love their lonely time. They love it because they allow them to take time for themselves and to keep their energy to themselves. But here I find that, if you have been, kind of not really involved or engaged in anything from the whole year, and now you're transforming yourself now from the last quarter, just you're really ending some bad habit here, which makes me really happy. Okay, maybe some of you are deciding to stop drinking. Maybe you're realizing that drinking is the reason why you're not getting your true love, or maybe some other stuff of doing, maybe smoking weed or some other behavior that you've been doing that you're realizing that I stopped you or stopping you from growing the love or reaching the love that you want, either the love for yourself, right? In caring yourself, loving yourself, being happy with yourself, right? Or the love of someone else, because it just takes your time away, it makes you weak, or it creates some type of insecurities in your mind. You are stopping this right now. This is what the full moon is bringing you as a gift with Virgo's sun, is to show you exactly what is wrong, what you have been doing that's creating that never-ending cycle, which you're not able to manifest. So the Three of Cups is next to the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse is a more relaxed energy, right? She's putting her guard down, compared to the King of Swords is really irate. But the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, like here, you don't want to lose your independence, right? It's really important that you focus on having balance, right? I have to repeat that when comes October, most of the planet will be in your 12th house, which is, again, the last placement of the soul, okay? So this is where there's a lot of things that we do wrong that we don't see, right? It comes naturally. So don't stretch yourself too thin, Scorpios. Don't do that for money. Maybe you're working hard, and by working hard, because it's still a very good card, right? The Nine of Pentacles. But while working hard, although you're gaining money, you're losing some other resource that you want for yourself. Either be time, either be family, friends, right? Spending time with those that you love, or either health, okay? So it's coming out as a warning. I do believe that you'll be able to do the modification, right? The Queen of Swords, right, in the reverse, she's the one who really is mostly, normally she represents the divorcee. She really is about the truth and nothing but the truth, okay? And just getting into the facts, not really into too much of leisures and things like that. But in the opposite, I feel that you're really, again, you're releasing some fear. You're less guarded. I think it's because Saturn is, again, a friend of your sign, and Saturn is a friend of Venus, right? Because Saturn is exalted in Libra. So now Saturn's going to go retro, who's going to go direct on the 18th, and Venus is currently in Libra. So you're going to get cooperation, right? But with that, you're going to be less guarded, which is good. Maybe you've been very guarded since the beginning on. You felt restricted in your relationship. You felt unable to express yourself because it's in your third house of communication and neighbors and friends. Maybe you felt somehow you were not able to get to know your neighbors, or there's distance between your neighbors. Seems that it's ending for you right now. Let me clarify the Eight of Cups here for you, my Scorpios. We have the Hierophant, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. Interesting, okay? Here, the decision that you're making in removing yourself, or ending some self-undoing behavior, looking for a new path for healing. The Hierophant comes that it says that you still need guidance. Try not to go it alone, okay? It seems that you are surrounded at this moment, okay? In the next few weeks, that may change due to your 12th house being illuminated, right? Things that you don't see. But make sure you get some professional guidance. The Hierophant is also, it's this mediation, finding the middle. Maybe in your relationship right now with the King of Swords, other people, maybe you're like, some other people around you feel that it's not fair, okay? That there's not really give and take in you. Maybe they feel that you have been harsh with them, or they feel that you have jumped into some conclusion, right? And you left them behind. It could be vice versa. Maybe you felt that from your friends and circle, right? The Nine of Pentacles next to it is you really being armed with getting through whatever is coming towards you, right? Because it could be with the Six of Swords, you have some issues here, is moving on fully from something, okay? Some behavior, or maybe something that was said, or maybe you said something, okay, that was kind of harsh, or your behavior. With the armor on the Nine of Pentacles, it shows that you're like, you're preparing yourself, or you're protecting yourself, right? It could be just like that you're training to do something. You're learning, right? You could be learning on, learning to do things that are beneficial for you, like, learning a new skills, working on yourself, and you're arming yourself because you want to keep what you have. You don't want to give yourself away. You don't want to stretch yourself too thin, okay? So you want to make small steps to grow, to get yourself in a much better position, especially financially, right? And so you're doing things, maybe you're picking up things that you did from the past, and you're starting them all over again. But I do feel that the most important thing for you in the next, I would say 18 months, is to do something new that you haven't done. Is to learn a new skill. So let's say you really love cooking, and you always said, you know what, I would love to have a cooking channel or a cooking magazine. But now you're arming yourself slowly and surely to do that, to really open yourself to your creative side, which is really what you need to do here, my Scorpios. Okay, I'm going to clarify here the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Clarify the Ace of Cups in the reverse. The Eight of Pentacles came in, okay, but I'm going to put it back in the spread, in my tarot, and shuffle one more time. And let's see what we have. We have the Tower in reverse, okay? So there is insecurities in your love, okay? I think what it is I think someone is upset that you're just, or there could be some jealousy, right? Because you're really looking good. You have gained strength from the past to the future, or to the present. You're looking better, and mostly you're stronger than you were. In the past, you were weaker. And now you're stronger. Sometimes some people have issues with that, or there's some type of unexpected event. Maybe you're taking your love away from people, and you think it's nothing, but Scorpios, never underestimate the effect that you have on people. Never underestimate. I think sometimes Scorpio doesn't understand that, right? Because maybe they don't really care about certain things that you feel other people shouldn't care, but that's not how it works, Scorpios. Remember that. Don't really underestimate the influence that you have on others. We have the Knight of Rods in the reverse and the Two of Swords. See, someone wanted to offer you something. Someone was willing to change for you, willing to get towards you. Or maybe that person wasn't good, but you really rejected them. There's a rejection energy here. Someone feels rejected. Someone feels that you have rejected them. Okay, someone feel that way. And they're not really happy about it, because the Knight of Rods in the reverse, looking at the Towers, someone's looking for trouble, okay? The Two of Swords is you not really understanding, again, your decision, not understanding you, just making blind decision. I'm saying, okay, well, I'm done with you. I'm done with you. I'm done with you, and I'm done with you. Okay, because Scorpio does that very easily, right? Cutting people out is just, you have to do something for them to cut you out, but they do that sometimes too easy. Maybe it's time for you to learn to really, to understand the other, give people a chance, Scorpio, right? It's time for you to really, because some people could be really hurt more than you think about, more than you know, and that really, you don't want to have that energy around you. Let me clarify the High Priestess, High Priestess for my Scorpios. Wheel of Fortune, 5 of Wands. Someone now, they can't get to you. And the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. The thing is, you're just having your way right now. Things are going your way, but it wasn't going your way the last few months. Why? But see, that's the thing with Scorpio, is they really shine after the circle. Let me start that again. This is the thing with Scorpio. Scorpio is the junction. Okay, the 8th house is the junction. Okay, you go up after that. You make a decision and you go up. Okay, with that, you may lose something, right? But you go up. Okay, your mind go up. So that's the thing, is you actually feel or felt that you have done or given a lot of effort, okay, this year, or to some situation, and you're just moving on. But you're not moving on by discussing it with the people or the things in question. You're moving on by taking care of your own self, doing the thing that you want. The Wheel of Fortune here next to the High Priestess, it says that you're going to manifest. You're in a manifestation mode right now. You're manifesting the things that you want. 5 of Wands in 5 of Wands in the reverse is just any dispute coming your way. You're not touchable right now. It can't reach you, right? You're not even looking at it. The 2 of Pentacles, many options coming your way. You're multiplying your resource. You're increasing your worth and value. And like I said, a lot of people going to be looking at you, like how you do that, my Scorpios. But I think a lot of it will be done not necessarily in front of people. They'll see that probably next year, January. At this moment, while nobody's really looking, this is where you're working. But the people that were with you, around you, that you were communicating with them, lovers or people that had interest in you, some of them, you want to make sure you care for the relationship. Even if you are not really building the relationship, you don't want to end things in a cold manner. Okay, that's what I would recommend for mid-month, September 2019. But I'm going to end this reading here for you, my Scorpios. Let me know how this resonated with you. Until next time, send you lots of kisses. I love you.